Let's move on to exercise 10.2, which is based on compound interest. Already told we can do it with formula and without formula. So one question I'm going to do it with the formula as well as without the formula. Find out the compound interest on this. This is the principal. 9%, that's the rate, and for 2 years that's the time. Solution number 1, I'm going to use first method, which is with formula. The formula first we'll calculate amount, which is P 1 plus R upon 100, that's to the power n, which is time. Principal 1 plus rate upon 100 to the power 2. This we calculate as 100 into 100 plus 9, 109 upon 100. Power is 2, so we'll be taking it 2 times. After cutting, we get as 8316.70. Now this is only the amount. Let's find out the compound interest now. The compound interest is A minus P. So final amount, the amount that we calculated minus the principal, that is rupees 1316.70 paisas. Now we'll see the second one, that is without formula, and here we split, total time was 2 years, so we'll be splitting it into 1 year and 1 year. Principal, rate and time, find out the interest, and that interest comes as 630. Now after interest you find out your amount, that is P plus I, principal plus interest, which is 7630. Now as I told you that here when we are not using the formula, whatever is the amount of 1 year becomes principal for the next year, rate being the same, time being the same. Find out your interest again, which is 686 rupees and 70 paisas. Then calculate your amount P plus I, which is 8316.70. And now your compound interest is the final amount, that is the last amount, minus the beginning principal, that is the initial principal, that was rupees 7000. And your compound interest comes as rupees 1316.70. Now we can also calculate compound interest by taking the interest of the first year plus taking the interest of the second year, which is again the same. Now your question number 2, 3 and 4 you are going to try yourself, because these are almost related to what you've done in question number 1. Now moving on to question number 5. A man is investing 35,000, that's the principal, 5% that's the rate, 3 years that's the time. Now you have to calculate interest for first year, interest for second year, amount for the end of the second year, and interest for the third year. So here I am not going to use the formula, I'll be doing it without the formula. Solution number 5, putting the values. Now first year principal R and time total was 3 years. We are going to split it in 1 year, 1 year and 1 year. So find out interest 1750, then find out amount P plus I, that comes as 6750. Now as per the rule, when we start with the second year, whatever is the amount of the first year becomes principal for the second year. RT, that's interest, then calculating the interest, and interest comes as 1837.50. Then find out your amount P plus I, which is 838587.50. Now moving on to the third year, P, what was amount for the previous year becomes amount for the next year, RT, and we get interest is 1929.38. I am not going to calculate amount for the third year because that is not being asked. And finally, find out your interest for the first year, pick up the interest for the second year, amount at the end of second year, and interest for the third year. Now question number 6, you have to find compound interest for the second year. Only for the second year, whatever the compound interest you get, 15,000 that's the principal, 3 years which is the time, and 8% is the rate. And then second part, you have to find the sum due at the end of the third year. That means you have to find amount at the end of third year. Let's check the solution now. Putting the values, then first year principal, rate, time, total was 3, splitting in 111, which comes as 1200. Amount is 1620, and whatever is the amount of 1 year becomes principal for the next year. Again finding out interest, and again finding out the amount. Then for third year, whatever was the principal amount for the last year becomes the principal, rate, time, we get the interest as 1399.68 and amount as 18895.68. Now for the final question, find compound interest for the second year. So whatever interest was for the second year, that is 1296, that will be the compound interest, and amount for the third year, whatever was the amount at the end of third year, that is 18895.68. Number 7 is Mohan is borrowing this much money for 3 years, principal, time, 15% compound interest. Find out the interest during the 2 years. It's a very simple question. Directly you can apply the formula, and instead of 3 years, find out the interest for 2 years. Now moving on to question number 8. A person is investing 6,000 for 2 years, principal for 2 years time, certain rate of interest we don't know, and compounded yearly. If the money amounts to, the amount is 6540 at the end of 1 year, you have to find the interest per year and amount at the end of second year. Let's check now. Number 8, principal, time, and this 6540 is at the end of 1 year. Apply the formula of I, that is A minus P, which is 540. rate is I into 100 upon P into T. We are going to take T as 1 because this amount was at the end of 1 year. And the rate we get as 9% per annum. Now after you get the rate, find out your amount, and the amount we get at the end of, because they have asked at the end of 2 years, putting the values in the formula, it is 7128.60. Okay, question number 9. Compound interest on 4,000 for 2 years. This is the principal, this is the time. Rate of interest for 2 years is 5% and 7%. So two different rates of interest are given to us. Let's check the solution now. Amount is P 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2, or we can say that P 1 plus R1 upon 100 and 1 plus R2 upon 100. So first put R1 and then put R2. Formula is same, putting the values, and we get the amount as 4494, and then compound interest is A minus P, this amount minus the principal, which is 494. Question number 11, you have to find the difference between CI and SI. Time is given, principal is given, and rate is given. So one side we will write CI, other side we will write SI. Apply the formula of SI, PRT by 100. We get SI as 1020. Then CI, first you calculate your amount, P1 plus R by 100 to the power n. Putting the values, you get amount as 9550.60. Then calculate your compound interest, that is A minus P, which is 1050 rupees and 60 paisas. And difference means you have to find CI minus SI. So from CI, when you subtract SI, the answer is 30 rupees and 60 paisas. Number 12, Ram is borrowing 10,000 and borrowing at 6% for 2 years, simple interest for 2 years. So this much money is borrowed on simple interest for 2 years. Now had he borrowed the same money at 6% compound interest, now if he had borrowed it at compound interest, how much extra money he had to pay? So we'll be finding out SI as well as CI. The solution is we have already borrowed at SI. So SI is PRT by 100, which is 1200. Now had he borrowed it at CI, so same principal, same rate and same time. Let's find out the CI also. First amount and then CI 1236. Now how much is CI in excess of SI? So extra money to be paid when it is being borrowed on CI is 1236 minus 1200, which is rupees 36. And the last question, they have given the difference between CI and SI on the certain money. Time is 2 years, 5% is the rate of interest, and this is the difference, which is 2 rupees and 50 paisas. And we have to find the sum, that is we have to find the principal. Let the principal be P. On one side we are going to calculate CI, on other side we are going to calculate SI, where P remains P. So SI comes as P by 10 and CI comes after first calculating amount, then calculating CI. CI comes as 1025 upon 10,000 P. Now they have given that CI minus SI is 2 rupees and 50 paisas. So CI minus SI is 2 rupees 50 paisa, finding out LCM, and on calculating the value of principal is 1000. So therefore the sum or the principal is 1000 rupees. With this we finish simple interest and compound interest chapter. Thank you, beta.